Toby Young has quit his new position at the university's regulator after criticism of his lewd tweets about women and previous comments on the disabled and working classes. The new Tory students' czar said his appointment on the board of the Office for Students had become a distraction, and he blamed social media users for creating a caricature of him that he didn't recognize. Outrage had greeted the news of Mr. Young's new role after revelations. He posted a series of tweets about women's knockers and joked about performing a solo sex act to images of starving African kids. "My appointment has become a distraction from its vital work of broadening access to higher education and defending academic freedom," Mr. Young wrote in a Spectator blog published this morning. "Education is my passion, and I want now to be able to get on with the work I have been doing to promote and support the free schools movement." He continued, "The caricature drawn of me in the last 7 days, particularly on social media, has been unrecognizable to anyone who knows me. I am a passionate supporter of inclusion and helping the most disadvantaged, as I hope my track record of setting up and supporting new schools demonstrates." He also thanked the Prime Minister for standing by me and drawing a distinction between my earlier life and my subsequent record in education. Dawn Butler MP, Labour's Shadow Minister for Women and Equalities, responding to Toby Young's resignation, said, "The saga has further exposed Theresa May's total lack of judgment in appointing him and her weakness in refusing to sack him. She should have removed him from his post, not personally backed him at the weekend and sent a minister out to defend him in Parliament yesterday." Mr. Young, who was appointed to the board on January 1, admitted some of the unearthed tweets were ill-judged or just plain wrong. He went on to delete thousands of his previous posts as the criticism increased. Universities Minister Joe Johnson was hauled in front of MPs for 45 minutes to explain why the free schools pioneer and right-wing journalist should keep his £459 a day role with the regulator. Theresa May condemned him after he was accused of posting a sexual joke about starving children, but refused to sack him. The alleged tweet by Toby Young was the latest in a litany of outrageous and sexist posts that were uncovered after he joined the Office for Student Sport. Yet yesterday the Prime Minister praised his good work setting up free schools, and said he'll be given another chance. "Frankly, I'm not at all impressed by those comments," she told the BBC's Andrew Marr show. But she said, "He's now in public office. As far as I'm concerned, if he was to continue to use that sort of language and talk in that sort of way, he would no longer be in public office." Yesterday Conservative Rob Haven, a former skills minister who chairs the Commons Education Committee, said the appointment had gone badly wrong. Citing some quite dark articles Mr. Young wrote where he talks about the disabled, the working classes, and progressive eugenics, he added, "I find this incredibly dark and very dangerous stuff." Mr. Johnson admitted some of Mr. Young's tweets and remarks were obnoxious, wrong, repellent, offensive, foolish and objectionable. Mr. Young's resignation is the latest embarrassment in a chaotic few days for the Conservative government. May's cabinet reshuffle descended into chaos on Monday morning as Transport Secretary Chris Grayling was announced as Conservative Party chairman, and then the appointment swiftly deleted. Justine Greening resigned after refusing a move from Education to Work and Pensions Secretary.